Hello, I'm going to play 504 with this rule set. The world of exploring pioneers on journeys. This is world 521. How do you score victory points in this? By exploring. And to explore you need residents. How do you get residents? You buy them. How do you get money? With the race module. So you get money for being the first to a tile and settling it. Pick up and deliver is a little twist. You get a transport trolley which can ferry around exhausted residents, and if the trolley gets to a city you get bonus cash, and the more cities you visit the more cash you get. This is not a one-player game, so my opponent will be Hissy. Here we are, we started in the middle of the board, a world that needs exploring. Hissy is green, that's her capital. I'm orange, these are the trolleys. So Hissy will explore this way, so you get that coin. Then we roll this dice, and look at these exploration tokens. There you are, you found a forest. Newly discovered tiles have 2 victory points up for grabs. The first one for establishing a settlement, the second one for harvesting. So Hissy's next resident will go here and settle. So we take that victory coin. There's a settlement. Hissy's next resident will move here, which exhausts it. And then another one will move here, but is not exhausted, because residents in this game are in a hurry. And we'll adventure on. Now that we are away from the first city, we've got more chance of finding a city. 2. This is water. So when you find water, that exploring resident becomes exhausted, goes back, you still get the victory coin, and there's some impassable water. Hissy's next adventurer actually found a city, so here we can see there's more victory points up for grabs. 1 for making a settlement, and the other 3 for each harvest. Hissy's last resident explored this area here. Right, the trolley phase. So what Hissy can do now, the trolley's got 3 movement points. Can move here, pick up some residents, 2 per cargo hold, and the trolley begins with 1 cargo hold. And we'll go here into the city. The first resident that is unloaded gets turned into a settlement. Okay, next, when a trolley comes to a city for the first time, we put a token on the city card, like this, which will come into play in the income phase. And then when the last movement point, Hissy will move the trolley here, unload that resident, get a new settlement and a victory coin. There we go. Right, your income phase, Hissy. I think you did quite well. You get $5 for settling on each of the forests, $10 for settling on the city, $10 for your trolley reaching that city, and that bonus goes up each time you find a new city and get a trolley to it, and then $20 from your capital. Okay, it's my turn, and I'm going to invest in my trolley straight away. I'm going to spend $30 to upgrade the trolley's movement points to 4. 1, 2, 3, and then I can buy 5 residents. Okay, I think I'll do a mix of nearby exploring to grab up some easy victory points, and then, I don't know, we'll see how we go. Okay, so I've finished exploring and now it's my trolley phase. I've got 1 exhausted resident I can move. So I'll move the trolley here, pick the little guy up, 2, 3, 4, drop him off there, and he gets turned into a settlement. I don't get any victory coins for that. But in my income phase, I will get $10 for getting my trolley here. There we go, so that's $10 for the settlements, 10 for getting my trolley to the city, and then 20 for my capital city. Okay, Hissy, it's your next turn. You've got $50 that I think you said you're going to spend them all on residence, is that right? Yeah. So we'll plonk those down for you, and I think her overall plan is to keep going out as far as she can to find more cities. Here's her resident placement. When you pop down new residents, you can only double up at most the number of settlements and residents on a tile. So, for example, here there's one settlement, so she can only put one resident on there. And then on your capital, you can put up to 9 residents. Here's the end of her exploration phase. Found a whole bunch of water. So her plan was to use the trolley to take one of these exhausted residents to make a new settlement on a new tile. But as it turns out, it's all water. Sorry about that, Hissy. So your income is $20 for your capital and only $5 for settling this field here. Okay, my turn too. I will spend all my money on 4 residents. I've placed them here. Let's get exploring. And this guy's going to start harvesting this city. Here's the end of my resident movement. I did find a new city, and I'm taking a more measured approach for my exploration. Rather than killing off all my residents exploring, I'm going to take the time to harvest. So in my trolley phase, I'll pick up this resident, and I've got 4 movement points. So 1, 2, 3, 4 to the city, drop you off, make a settlement. So my income for this turn is 10 for settling on the city, 20 for getting my trolley to the second city, and 20 for my capital. Okay, Hissy, your turn 3. You're currently winning. You're 11 victory to my 8, but you've only got 2 residents you can buy this turn. Alright, here's her resident placement. Her best bet of finding a new city is going this way. Here's the end of her exploration. Done a bit of harvesting as well, and now she'll use her trolley to pick up these 2 residents, drop one off here to make a settlement. Ooh. And then next turn the other one's ready to do some exploring. Right, income. That's 5 for settling on the forest and 20 for your capital. Alright, my turn. I'll spend all my money on residents. There we go, a little bit of exploring, a little bit of harvesting, a little bit of settling. And now my trolley's going to pick that resident up, drop him off here to make a settlement there. So income 10 for 2 new settlements and 20 for my capital. Okay, Hissy's ready to keep exploring this way, and she's annoyed with me because I nabbed the last victory coin in that city, and then she'll do some harvesting here. The further we get away from the central city, the more chance there is of finding water, which is the situation here, and of course that's what Hissy has found. But you never find water next to water, so in this space here, that's how the exploration cards look. 3 is wasteland. She's found some mountains, which is good, they're worth more. So she can use her trolley to make a settlement, and that'll be worth $10. Alright, so my plan for this turn is to explore out this way, harvest here, and nab these coins that Hissy foolishly left out in the open. Alright, there we go. One last little bit of harvesting in that grassland there, and then I'll use my trolley to pick you up, drop you off in this field for another settlement. Alright, Hissy's done a little exploring here and is going to move her trolley 1, 2, 3 to this city for that money bonus. So that's $45 for you this round, Hissy, and you're on 24 victory points. I'm on 21, so a bit of catching up to do. Right, only 3 residents for me this round. I feel like there's going to be a city just around the corner here, so we'll pop 2 down there, and then the third one will get in on this exploring action over there. Just more water, some forest up there, so we've settled here, and I'm going to use this trolley to help settle this grassland. 4 residents for Hissy, and This area here around the lake's probably a prime spot for a city. So her residents are set up like this. One more over there. Let's see what she can find. Some forest, which she's settled. And then we're exploring this way, and I'm going to have to relocate your gaming stuff, Hissy. Okay, I bought 3 residents with all my money. We're going to explore around the lake here. Here we are. So city number 4 is actually here. It was next to city number 1 all the time. So I'll use my trolley. 1, pick up that resident. 2, 3, drop you off here. And then with the last movement point, we'll head that way for no apparent reason. And then my income, 20 for my capital, 10 for putting a settlement on a city, and then 30 for getting the trolley to that city. Okay, Hissy's hopeful about this spot just here. She's put her residence down there, 1 here. Literally a 50-50 chance of there being a city. Oh, good job. So she's got the settlement there now. If we harvest that, that makes you exhausted, and then this one can hop along here. Right, Hissy, this is where investing in your trolley speed comes in handy, because you've got to get your trolley there and there now. Which way do you want to go? I think she's going to go this way first. And that's actually what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend $30 to upgrade to 5 movement points, and then I've got 30 for 3 residents. It was just harvesting this round, and then I'm going to use my trolley to go 1, pick you up, 2, make a settlement, 3, 4, pick you up, move into this field, make another settlement. So that was the first couple of turns of World 521. I'll play a bit more off camera and we'll see what it looks like nearer to the end of the game. I've replaced all my orange tokens with purple. Apparently the orange tokens are for the special stock company in the shares module. They have fewer pieces than the others. So yeah, I'll have that settlement back, thanks. 10 new residents, so I'm going to have a big exploration push this way. That is the last of the forest tiles. So there's 17 tiles left back here, which means 10 more tiles to be placed until the end of the game. Here is where Hissy has explored. Over here and over here. That's the last of the water and the last of the fields. There's only 12 tiles left, so we're pretty much at the end of the game now. Money is not as important as grabbing up some of these victory coins. Okay, a few turns later, it's my go. Only 2 tiles left till the end of the game. Hissy is 10 victory points ahead. I've just bought 9 residents. So all I need to do is get 11 victory points and explore 2 tiles and I win. Okay, residents placed. Here we go. I'll put you there, make a settlement. You go there, get exhausted. Explore this way. Ooh, a city. Useful. Make a settlement. You can harvest that forest. Then you can go here, exhaust yourself. Then you can go here and harvest. Let's explore here. Desert. Let's see what is here. Oh, another city. We'll set up shop there. Nice. We'll make a settlement in the desert. Let's move you into that grassland, and this settler can hop along to City 8 and harvest. Explore here. That's mountains. Right, you can go there, be exhausted. Mountain dude, you come here and harvest. My final resident will move here and explore. Doesn't really matter what it is at this point. That's another mountain. And then in my trolley phase, I've got 7 movement points. So I'll 1, pick up that resident. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, drop off the resident, make 1 settlement. Right, there we go. There's fewer than 7 tiles left, so that's the end of the game. Hissy, I reckon I've won. Let's tot up the points. So with that last big push, I've got 76 victory points. And Hissy, you have 72 points. So it was close, but I win. Now what's interesting is that I invested in my trolley quite heavily and you didn't at all, but it was still quite close. And here's what World 521 looks like in the end. Not a lot of player interaction in this world. It's mostly racing to get to the cities to get the cash.